Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork, and today's video will be covering the Princess Arena reset, not to mention some Muimi summons and some JP summons. Let's go ahead and jump into the informational bits. First year anniversary part 2. They actually put some info down here. We can see Grotto level 7 is now here, in case you didn't know. But most of all, Princess Arena reset will be occurring February 13th, 2022. So make sure to look out for that. And not to mention, on February 15th, Extreme 2 Dungeon is going to be releasing. That is going to be really cool. We're going to be getting some extra stamina items, some more dungeon medals and all that stuff. But with the arena reset, we'll talk about how many jewels you're going to be missing out on. In case you're wondering, you know, the boss was sort of hinted at in season 2 of Princess Connect if you're watching the anime. And this is going to be really important to do because, as you guys know, this is going to be bringing the stamina statues that we all know and love in order to do more stuff within Princess Connect. But let's go ahead and do some jewel breakdowns for the arena. So just know, if you were to achieve, 15,001 and then get all the way up to rank 1, you'll be getting 31,000 jewels as a one-time reward. This isn't talking about the fact that you climbed and stuff. This is the one-time reward that you'll be getting. And let's say the arena resets and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna participate whatsoever, and you stay in rank 15,001, you're gonna be missing out on 10,899 jewels. Let's change the numbers up really quick. So let's say you hit rank 1000 on the next arena reset, then you're only gonna be missing out on 3,798 jewels. Let's say you only achieve rank 100, then you're only gonna be missing out on 1,390 jewels. And let's say you hit top 5, you're only going to be missing out on 200 jewels. So however way you get to like top 10 or the highest rank that you get within the next sort of like Princess Arena that's going to be happening, don't worry about it too much, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be missing out on too many things because it's not really that huge of a difference when it comes to jewels. But just note the one-time rewards, this is going to be pretty essential. And what's really funny, I did like the calculations for like, if you held rank 1 for 30 days, you would get 9,000 jewels. Good luck to the person trying to keep up like rank 1 within Princess Arena, because my goodness, this place is way more competitive because you cannot see anything that's going on within like, the actual like teams and stuff. So Orion, for you keeping number 1, kudos to you. But just note, whenever like the Princess Arena reset does occur, I will be, maybe doing a stream or something. We'll talk about it, and that way we can showcase like the teams that we're going to be running against this thing. But let's go ahead and jump into the summon so you guys can see what Muimi was all about. As you can see, I did some free pulls. All right, the first draw of the Princess Gala. Let's go ahead and see what this is. If you're wondering, Muimi is absolutely amazing. Definitely one of the best characters to pull for year 2. I highly recommend it. Can we get anything good? And oh my gosh, I did not see this coming. We actually got a rainbow. Before we think anything is going to happen, I will say this. I have essentially debated myself so many times believing I was gonna be... I cannot even utter the words. So let me just sort of I think this is it. Yes? Yeah? Oh baby, let's go! That is it! Dude, Valentine Shizuru, Princess Connect, thank you so much. This, exquisite, fine. This is exactly what I wanted. I did not see this coming. You just say, we are not one and done, okay? Never utter those words. Do not jinx yourself. Just once in a while, you'll get shafted and unlucky like me. And then the gacha gods will essentially repay you by saying, here is your wonderful Princess Connect waifu, Muimi. And there we go. In her lovely form, in all of her capacity, she is going to be ranked up to, I believe, 12.5. She's going to be pretty great right there. And yeah, she's pretty much one of the best units for year 2. I recommend everyone building her. Cannot believe that this actually happened, but there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into my third free pull. Just note, with my other free pull, it wasn't like that exciting. Also, the one and done thing was absolutely insane. I cannot believe that happened. Like, the Valentine Shizuru Hex was lifted thanks to this banner, but of course Princess Gala has higher rates and everything. The gacha gods pretty much blessed us. Princess Connect blessed us, and it was absolutely amazing. So obviously with this one, I said the one and done like sort of keyword passphrase Princess Connect was like their AI turned on. Alexa Princess Connect was like, that means we turn off the gotcha. You get no 3 stars when you say that. So maybe the magical words is never to say those sort of things. I mean, not magical, technically it's cursed. So yeah, just don't say those curse words and you'll be absolutely fine. And there we go, that's our third multi right there. Let's go ahead and showcase Muimi for a bit, because I know like some of you are kind of curious, is she really that good? Is she the most insane thing? Oh, we got 150th on clan battle. That was really cool. I meant to jump into dungeon right here because this will be a decent showcase of her, because I'm only going to be using 3 units, all right? And this is just to showcase how monstrous she is as a character when she has her union burst. So she instantly casts it because we're in the second round of, you know, the dungeons and whatnot. And look at her, she one-shots essentially Nozomi and Priconne, her AoE right here after she just wipes them out. Her damage is absolutely insane when she gets her UB pretty much procced and ready to go. Let's see what happens. I sort of want to experiment. Priconne will not be here. Muimi will be essentially there with Valentine Chizuru. Valentine Chizuru is just sort of there to do the TP supports. Muimi is actually a really great tank. That's what she's mostly used for in like the upcoming like clan battles and stuff. While she doesn't do like the best of tanking, you can see there that she, you know, held her own for being able to essentially get some damage off before she pretty much passed out. But there you go. We'll do like the other thing. I'm pretty sure we'll just run Priconne in case you guys want to see it. Just note, Muimi is not exactly a character that excels in arena because she needs her union burst before she becomes hyper effective. By that, I mean, like, you're gonna need someone like Yukari or maybe someone like Saren that can TP boost her so she can get her UB as fast as possible. Sort of like how Ilya gets like her, you know, UB off and then she pretty much just goes full insane burst. But as you can see with Muimi, she's an absolute monster once she gets her UB up. She is insanely unstoppable, and she's by far one of the best units that we're going to be getting on Season 2 or Year 2 of Princess Connect. Let's go ahead and change this up, and then we'll be using the team that I want to personally run, and there's going to be Tamaki right there. Normally, I would want to run Eriko over Muimi, but, you know, it's a Muimi showcase, so yeah. We're gonna go with this. I think Eriko does more single target damage than Muimi, or it's like a pretty close contest, because Eriko with her buff at like getting, you know, 9,000 attack, it's unparalleled to most characters, but Muimi's still a beast when it comes to AoE, and she's gonna be an absolute god when it comes to like things where it's like, hey, am I having a difficult time, you know, clearing some waves and all that stuff? Muimi's gonna be your girl, so long as you have a TP booster. Let's see how she fares against the boss right here. Now, I am going to be leaving it on auto. Now, if some of you are wondering, can I use Muimi on like, you know, the Extreme Dungeon 2 boss? I think it's gonna be okay. It's up to you how you want to do it. But at the end of the day, Muimi is Muimi. She's gonna deal a metric ton of damage. And so long as you have a TP booster, like especially if Summer Saren releases coming future, then she's gonna be even more insane. So as you can see, 1 minute and 10 seconds, this is pretty insane damage. And just note, Muimi is going to be losing her UB, so the damage is gonna be a lot more stagnant. And the unfortunate part with her doing her UB so quickly is that technically speaking, the debuffs aren't there. She's not having as much of buffs from other characters like Valentine Chizuru, because as you stay longer in a fight, you get more buffs, you know, the defense break stack and all that stuff. And I just like Muimi though. Look at this. We are doing fine work right here. Now the question is, usually we get around 1/3 of like the boss HP left when we're using someone like Eriko. But if we're gonna use someone like Muimi, I wanna see if she can chunk a little bit more damage off. And we are using Summer Tamaki. We're not using the correct Tamaki here, but we are still doing sort of fine, all things considered. And I'm pretty happy everyone's sort of surviving. So we're at the 20-second mark. Let's see how much damage we do. And Muimi is doing her thing. I think we did more damage than the Eriko team because this looks a lot less. This is actually more than 1/3 in my opinion. So there you go. But obviously the team is all different. And this was a lot of damage. June does her survival thing. But that was a showcase for Muimi right there. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't really do this quite often, but I feel like Muimi sort of deserves like this sort of spot to be highlighted in the fact that she is one of the best PvE characters in the game, if not the best. And just know, I only have her at rank 11.5. if you're wondering, Muimi right here, or Muimi, I'm not sure how to say her name. I don't think my tongue bends that way, but there you go. 12.5 core unit, generally powerful. She's absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend everyone to essentially use her. And if you want to look at her skills really quick, you know, her UB, insane damage. Her skill 1 does a kickback, which will do an immobile, and then her skill 2 is actually going to be a defense break, which is why she is going to be right around one of the most amazing characters, and she also hits all of the units. So when she does her essential defense break, she's replacing Mitsuki in some ways for that aspect, but you know, it takes time for her UB to essentially go. And I'll leave you with some JP summons. Surprise, I'm gonna do the rest of the summons for this because I am almost at pity. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. 150 summons deep. And not to mention, New Year's Karyl is kind of broken. New Year's Kokoro is super broken for PvE, like extremely so. I would say she's actually like the better half of like being able to heal and tank. Probably one of the best when it comes to the game. But I'm gonna need New Year's Karyl in case I ever want to tackle certain events in PvE. And not to mention, the pity is only 200 in JP. I am insanely close. I think I just downloaded something, so maybe this is the character, but I also don't think I turned it off in JP. So let's see, I got a rainbow. This is probably New Year's Karyl. Do I want to pity for her in order to get the extra shards? Personally, no, because I don't think it's worth it. No, it's going to be a different character. I don't see that background very often. It's New Year's Kokoro. Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah, you know what? I will take that because I actually don't have her set for my pity. So yeah, that's a win to me all day, baby. So we get New Year's Kokoro and we get New Year's Karyl. I am ecstatic to see what is going to be happening. Come on, come home, because that is exactly what I wanted. You don't have to come home via pity, or no, you do have to come home via pity. What am I saying? At least New Year's Kokoro is in the deck with the party, with the fam, and I am absolutely ecstatic right now. This is the way to start the Princess Connect day. Come on. All right, anything else would be really nice though. If I could get extra shards for New Year's Karyl, I'd be insanely ecstatic. So we got a 3 right there. That is probably gonna give us 5 shards. Okay, nice. And then we only have 30 more summons left. This is probably one of the more better summoning sessions, I would say, but this is also natural luck within like the JP sort of session because it's 200 summons, and I think with all of this I was able to get 4 rainbows, which is actually, I would say, standard rates when it comes to this game. I guess like 2 SSRs per every 10,000 jewels. And I like the 3s. This is gonna be amazing. New Year's Karyl, more shards, I could always use them. And now we are 190 deep. Wow. I did not think like spending free gems on this banner would gouge me to spend even more gems. I guess there's some logic with like these free pulls, because then you're like, oh, I'm always halfway through pity. It doesn't hurt to do the rest of them. So they definitely get you like psychologically with free pulls, because you're ever so close to pity, whilst also, yeah, you get sort of a discount, but like this isn't exactly a discount that's amazing. It's an amazing discount. What am I trying to say? But it's weird, you know, that psychological effect where, I didn't spend that much money. You're essentially like bartering with yourself, negotiating with yourself in your head, being like, is this a good idea? Have you seen that meme where you press like the certain buttons and the guy's like, you know, trying to pat his sweat, is like to not pull or to pull or to pull? Because that's what's essentially going in my head when I'm trying to summon for New Year's Karyl at this portion. Okay, so we do have enough for pity, which is super nice. And I think it's super interesting that I can select between the 2 characters. It's highlighted blue because I already have New Year's Kokoro. So obviously I'm going to be getting New Year's Karyl because I do not have a copy of her. This is awesome. I got both of the New Year units that I needed. And there she goes. Dang, they worked out the animation pretty well. It was very simplistic. They're looking at the new horizon, the new sun, and New Year Karyl peeps her head. All right, now that you guys watched those summons and everything, thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm so happy that I got to showcase Muimi in all her glory. And the summons for this one was absolutely insane. No, I'm not going to do a long drawn out summons. I'm not going to be hitting pity for Muimi for this one because there's no real reason for me to do it because I don't need to. I'm just going to be doing the free summons every single day and just going from there. So if you pull Muimi, luckily, I don't recommend jumping in because we have a lot of characters that we need to go through. If you have like, you know, a couple thousand jewels left after this whole session, then that's gonna be the way. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we're at 30,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day. Upcoming games for the month of February video, it's gonna be coming, so wait on that. But anyways, see you guys in the next one.